minus 0.1, it is less. So then also we can say there is a outlier. Outlier should be removed before doing analysis, right? In the box plot, the maximum value is decided based on a Q3 plus 1.5 into interquartile range. So the lower value is decided based on Q1 minus 1.5 into IQR. That is way we have decided in the lower value. If any value less than that, okay, so that will be outliers. That will be outliers. So this is what we have seen yesterday. Okay, so this is mainly to detect outliers, mainly to check the normality, all these things. Okay, so now yesterday we have seen. Okay, so there are only two types of variable. One is two types of variable. Two types
category
of
category variable, metrics metric.
Very good. Category and metric, madam. Great, madam. So for category variable, frequency, metric variable, mean. Right. So now when you take two variable at a time, there is a three possibility, right? Three combination possible. What are the combination, madam?
Category, metric, category, metric.
Okay. So now what are the analysis we have to do?
When category, we should go for Chisquare test. And when is category and metric, we should go for ANOVA. When is metric, correlation.
Very good. Very good. Great, madam. Okay, so nicely you have improved, madam. Great. So now we will go for a today. So entire 2 hours we will be discussing about the chi-square test. We will be discussing the chi-square test. So chi-square test is used when both variables are category, right? Okay, very good. Okay, so now I will present my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I hope my screen is visible, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good, madam. Now, okay, so now what you see, madam?
Sir, space is that is restota.
Okay, so we have one data set. This we call it as data set, right? Data file, one file. We here, since it is data file, we call it as a data set.
Okay.
What do you understand, madam, from this? Can you tell something more?
No, sir.
This data set contains
two variables.
Two variables. Very good.
Okay.
What is the
Very good.
Okay, what are the variable name?
One is total income, another one is total savings.
Total income and total savings. Very good. Okay, total income and total saving. Look at the label, you can tell, right? This name will confuse you. Look at the label and tell, right? So now total income contains
1 to 20.
Total income contains
5 categories.
5 categories.
5 category. Okay.
Total saving contains
5 categories.
5 category. So we can tell this is a category variable. Okay, that is one way of looking at it. One way of looking at it, right? That is the one way of looking at it. Okay, another way. Okay, another way is Okay, look at this measure. Okay, look at this measure. In the measure, it is a ordinal variable. Ordinal variable is a category or metric, madam?
Ordinal variable is metric, sir.
Ochra.
Sorry. Ordinal is free. Oh, sorry, sir. Ordinal is
Category, sir.
Category. Madam,
category.
nominal, ordinal, category, madam.
Answer. Sorry, sir.
Interval ratio, okay. So ordinal frequency only we can do. We
Sir.
have told you no nominal frequency, ordinal frequency. For category frequency. No, don't look at it. These are all simple things. Take it to the mind, madam.
Sir.
Take it to the mind, right? Okay. So ordinal also frequency. That is what we have seen in the first class. You should not forget certain things.
Okay.
So okay. So that you should carry always. Okay, it is ordinal. So we can say it is a category variable, number one, right? So two, this is we have seen the labels, we have seen the values, right? If the values are okay like this, options are given like this. When the values, right? If it is a 5-point scale, different. When the options are given like this,
Okay.
it is a category variable.
Okay, sir.
Okay, very good. Next time I will ask you, madam. I will not tell, right? Okay. So next is
Thank you so much, sir.
next. This is when you look at the data.
Okay.
Okay. See, all will confuse you. All will confuse you. But we have to look at the data. So income, all right. This is an income, right? This is a saving. In the income, what do you mean by 4? In the
Category
income,
fourth category.
he belongs to fourth category. It is not his absolute income. It is not the absolute income.
He belongs to fourth category.
He belongs to the fourth category. So then we can understand it is a category variable. Next, see, next one more. If you find out mean, for income, what is the result you will get approximately? Approximately, look at this one. What is the mean value will you get?
5. So mean value will be
2.3 or
2.3. Yes,
3.2
sir.
like that, right?
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
let us assume that it is 3.2. What is the meaning of income 3.2? Can we say 32,000? No, we cannot tell. We cannot tell. So mean is not meaningful, which means not metric category only.
Oh.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So this is very, very vital. All right. Because based on that only we are going to decide, right? Based on that only we are going to decide, right? Okay. So now we know that both are category variable. Then we have to do chi-square test, that we know, right? Very good. Now how I am going to perform? Analyze. Descriptive statistics. Crosstab. Okay, crosstab. Analyze.
Descriptive
Statistics. Crosstab. Now, what do you mean by crosstab? You are clicking crosstab. Crosstab means cross tabulation. Crosstab means cross tabulation. Okay. So what do you mean by cross tabulation? In a cross tabulation, we'll put one variable into the row, another variable into the column.
Okay.
So that is why here in the box, you can see one row and column. So you have to put one variable into the row, another variable into the column. Now let me click, let me use this arrow, and let me click and let me use this arrow, right? Okay. So now I have clicked okay, so I put income into the row, saving into the column, right? So now I've never clicked high square. I've never clicked high square. I've just put cross tab, right? Okay. So now let me see here. Now I can see. Now this is the cross tabulation. Income, 5 category. It is in the row. It is in the row. Row means road. Row means road. Okay. Column means legs. Legs it will stand, right?
Okay.
Sir, column means row means road. Okay. Okay. So now like this, right? So savings in the column, income into the row, right? Very good. So this is a cross tabulation. This is a cross tabulation. Now in cross tabulation, what is this 67, madam?
Sir,
What is this 67, madam?
67 people are belongs to that category.
no, sir. Sir, the income who
Wrong,
have 20,000 people who are spending 5,000 rupees, the total people is 67.
Okay.
67.
அவங்க சொல்றது correct தான். Income is people, 67 people. They have an income of 20,000 and saving of
5,000.
5,000. That is the mean. So 67 people, which means frequency. Which means frequency. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
Number 67 people, 67 count. Frequency we are telling. So cross tabulation is takes only frequency. We have to use only frequency based variable because we are trying to find out frequency. Very good. Over. Now in the cross tabulation, why we are doing a cross tabulation? In a cross tabulation, we want to find out whether any particular income people they save more or whether any particular category, see for example 20,000 people, do they save what amount they save, whether they have any link with the savings. So that is why we are doing the cross tabulation. That is why we want to find out so whether any income people are having any association with the saving. That is what we are trying to find out. But in a cross tabulation, that is not possible. Though we are trying, we cannot come to a conclusion. We cannot say less than 20,000 people, they save less. So such kind of conclusion we cannot come. We cannot come unless otherwise we put test, right? We can say 67 people, they save this one and this one. Whether less number of people, more number of people who are in the 20,000 category, whether they save 5,000 like that, we cannot come to conclusion straight away. So let us go for a high square, right? Okay. Though cross tabulation meant to find out the association between particular category of income and particular category of saving, but we cannot really come to a such conclusion. So we will go for a high square test. So now I am going for a high square test. Analyze. Madam சொல்லுங்க.
Descriptive statistics.
Descriptive statistics.
Explore.
Explorer.
Allah, sir. No, sir.
Cross tab.
Cross tab. Analyze,
descriptive. Cross tab. One into the row, another into the column. I want to click high square. Where I should go?
I don't know, sir. Statistics.
Statistics. Yesterday we have done, right? Mean,
Yes,
median, mode, where it is available.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Statistics, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Statistics, high square. Statistics, high square. Yesterday, I think you have forgotten. Okay, mean, median, mode. See, if it is explore, everything will come. But if you go to frequency, statistics you have to go. Right.
sir.
Continue. Say okay. Now, what you see, madam? What you see? You have, you can see, you can see two tables. You
Table.
can see two tables. So when we have done a cross tabulation, we have seen only this table.
Okay.
Right? We have seen on this table, but when we have clicked the chi-square, we are having one more table. We are having one more table, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
This
sir. Yes.
table we are getting when we have clicked the chi-square, which means this is the chi-square test table. This is the chi-square test table. Right, very good. Now, this is the chi-square test table, right? Very good. Now, okay, so we have to see this one and we have to come to conclusion, right? How to see now? Okay, so now, okay, so now normally here I will tell some story. What is the story? For example, one boy, right? Always boy and girl, madam. Yes, madam.
Okay, sir.
All example only boys and girls, right? Yesterday, category matrix Sivakumar sir and his wife. Okay, so when you reject the null hypothesis, when you reject one girl, okay, then you have to go. We are going for alternate. Yes or no, madam? Everything always, if you think about it, you will get to the result. Entire statistics we can learn. Now also we will learn, right? See, for example, when any person, right, going for seeing a girl, right, for alliance marriage. So he is going there to see a girl, right? When a girl is coming, right, he has to see the girl. What he can see? He has to see the face. Normally, what we will do? We will look at the face of that girl and we will decide whether the girl is good. So we see she might be wearing sarees, he might be putting this one, right? We will not be looking at anything, but we will look at the face. All other things we can see later, but only we will look at the face and we will decide, right? So here the face is the significant value.
Okay.
This face is significant value. We have performed chi-square. Here the face is significant value, right? What is the significant value, madam?
0.000.
0.000, right? Okay. Now I am going to tell the yesterday also we have given the rule, but now let me tell very, very clearly. When the significant value is less than 0.05, then we have to reject the null hypothesis. Please write.
Can you repeat, sir?
When the significant value is less than 0.05, we have to reject the null hypothesis.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, fine. Now, okay. So what is null hypothesis, right? I have told you in a cross tabulation, we cannot find out the association between one category of, right, whether we cannot tell category of some particular saving and category of particular income, whether they are associated, whether they are linked. That we cannot tell, right? So we are going for chi-square. So the purpose of chi-square is to find out whether there is any association between income and the savings. Madam, repeat.
The purpose of checking this Chisquare test is in order to find the association of two things, that is income and salary.
Association of, association between, right?
Okay, between.
So chi-square test is used to find out the association between two
Between
variables.
two
Here the
variables.
variable is income and savings. Please write down, madam. Right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So null hypothesis is there is, what is null hypothesis then? When you
There is no association.
now when our purpose is to find out whether there is any association, null hypothesis is there is no association between income and savings. Right? Alternate hypothesis, there is an association between income and savings.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Madam, is it okay,
Yes,
madam?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, my significant value is 0.00,
Less than
which
0.05.
is less than 0.05,
So
which
reject the null
means
hypothesis.
I have to reject the null hypothesis.
Accept the alternate.
Accept the alternative. What is null hypothesis? There
No.
is no
There is no
association is
association.
rejected, which means we are accepting the alternate hypothesis, which means there is an association between income and
Saving.
Salary.
Hey,
Sa-
saving.
Saving.
income and savings.
Savings.
Yes or no, madam?
Yes,
That-
sir.
That's all chi-square, madam. That's all chi-square.
That's all. Use this test in our
Okay. Now, okay. So then, why 2 hours, sir? Why 2 hours, sir? Right. So first of all, what is this association? What is this association, right? Sir, vanga. Okay. So now let me tell what is an association between this cross tabulation you have seen, right? Cross tabulation you have seen. Now, what is this association? Let me tell one story, right? If I tell the story, madam, story, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now story is ready. Eh? Okay. So now let us assume that there is a small classroom, right? For example, now MPhil is closed, but only in MPhil classroom there will be level, there's a limit of people. Okay, so now let us assume that in that classroom there are 4 boys and 4 girls, 8 students, right? So they have put a table, 4 tables. So in a table, 2 chairs, right? So one table like this, 2 chairs. There is one table, there is a way in middle. There is another table like that, 4 table and 2 chairs each table like that they have put, right? So which means 8 people can sit. Now let us assume that college is free college, like some Bangalore colleges, right? Free. What do you mean by free? They can sit with anybody. They can sit with anybody, right, madam? They can sit with anybody, right, no, madam? Right.
Okay.
So now this, now let us assume that there are 4 boys, there are 4 girls, right? Now this boy can sit with this girl or this girl or this girl or this girl, 4 girls. He
Okay.
can sit with any girl, right? Right. So if he is not having any association, right? That is the null hypothesis. They are not having any association. Okay, then what is expected?
Alternate.
He has to sit 25 times with this girl, 25 times with this girl. Let us assume that he has come to college 100 times. When he has come to college 100 times, right? So if there is no association with any of the girl, then he has to sit with the 25 this time, 25, 25. So he is expected to sit with the 25, 25, which means, what is the meaning? The boy is not having, when he is sitting 25 with this girl and 25 with this girl, 25 with this girl, 25 with this girl. So what is your opinion about that boy, madam?
There is no association.
Which means this boy is good boy, right? He is not
Ayo.
this boy is not having any link with any girl. Am I right, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this 25 times frequency, right? So he is not having any link with any girl, right? Wherever, okay, he can sit 26, 27, nothing wrong. Okay, small here and there, no problem. Okay, 26, 24, 27, 23, like that, right? No problem. So he is expected to sit 25. Okay, so which means there is no association, right? No, no, no. Suppose if this boy sitting 70 times with this girl, 15 times with this girl, 5 times with this girl, 10 times this girl, what is your opinion about that boy?
There is an association between B1, G1.
So the boy one is associated with girl one?
Huh.
Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
So this is the association, right? So which means out of total 100, so
Okay.
more number of times, more frequency is between those two categories. Then those two categories are associated. That boy is highly associated, linked. Okay, so associated with that boy, girl. Okay.
Huh,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So now this is that association. More frequency mean association, right? Very good.
Sir, Kachalingam, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in this example, O is 25, correct, no, sir?
Which one, sir?
In this example, O is 25, observed value, correct, no, sir?
No, no. Observe here. See
Observed
here.
expected value.
No, sir. No. See, madam, சொல்லுங்க எது observed, எது expected, madam? What is expected to sit? How many times he is expected to sit?
25?
25.
25.
Expected is 25.
Huh.
But actually, how many times he is sitting?
70.
70.
70. That is observed.
Okay, 70 minus 25.
Yes, correct. 70
70
minus 25.
Yes, sir. 45. 45
70
divided by
minus
25 square.
A square divided by E. So like that, for all columns, all cells, there will be some value summated, right? Okay. So now, when we can say there is an association, see, we say there is an association between with the boy one and girl one, right? So now, when the chi-square value is more and more, we will say there is an association. Yes or no? O, see, when O is 25, observed as also 25, expected also 25, madam. Which means no association. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
Observed also 25, expected also 25, which means no association.
No association, sir.
Clear? Now,
Yes.
observed also 25, expected also 25, 25 minus 25,
0.
0. Then the
No association.
chi-square will be 0.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
0, sir.
O minus E, madam, 25 minus 25. So which will be 0. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So when, see, look at when the chi-square value is less, when the chi-square value is less, which means no association. When the chi-square value increases, there is an association. Am I right or wrong, madam?
Right, sir.
Okay. So when O increases, when observed is more and more association. Instead of 70, if he is sitting with 100, okay, which means he is not even seeing any girls. His eyes are all closed. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
Perfectly associated, right? Okay, so very good. So when O increases, right, which means chi-square value increase. So when O increases, okay, chi-square value will increase. So when observed increases, chi-square value increase, which means association will increase. Association is more and more. Very good. Okay. So now this is the formula. Okay. So now this is what we have done. Okay. So very good. Now, okay. So now we have learned what is association, right? How it is calculated, all these things. Very good. Now, see, in this, when we take an income and savings, right? What is the conclusion we have derived? We said there is an association between income and savings. Am I right, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when the significant value is less than 0.05, null hypothesis rejected, no association is rejected, which means there is an association. Am I right, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Otherwise, can you tell in some other form, madam? Instead of using null hypothesis, all these things, straight away with one statement, can you do? When the significant value is less than 0.05?
What else I can try?
What conclusion we can derive?
When significant is less than 0.5.
No, when it is less than 0.05, what conclusion we can derive, madam? Can we say there is an association? Can we say there is an association or not?
Association, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See what we are telling. Let me listen. So when it is less than 0.05, okay, reject the null hypothesis. No association is rejected, which means there is an association. We are
Yes,
taking 4 steps, right? Now, let me tell in one step. When it is less than 0.05, there is an association. Simple.
sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell madam again.
Sir, less than, sorry, when is association, sorry, significant is less than 0.5, then
0.5.
there is an 0.5, there is an association, sir.
Madam, 0.5 means 5%, madam.
Okay, sir.
5%. 0.5 means 50%.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that is why some people used to say 0.05. I never say 0.05. Then we will be confused whether we have to put this side 0, that side 0. No confusion. Okay. 0.05. Start with point. Here also that is why it is also reporting point. Okay. 0.05. 5%. Right.
Less than 0.05.
When it is less than 0.05, there is an association. Am I right, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, which means we say income and saving is associated, right? Okay, but okay, we are happy when we say income and saving associated. Otherwise, they are related. Otherwise, they are linked. All we can say, but associated is the perfect word. Now, when we say income and saving associated, it is like telling boys and girls are associated, right? But we want to know, madam Jologa, we want to know
You want to know?
which boy is associated with which girl. So instead of telling boys and girls are associated,
We can use
we have to tell when they are associated, right? When they are associated, we have to tell which boy is associated with which girl.
Okay.
Here, which income category is associated with which saving category? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm going to tell that. How to tell? For which
Chi-square.
there are three ways available, right? There
Okay.
are three ways available. Okay, number one, we can use correspondence analysis. Otherwise, we can use simple percentage. Otherwise, I can use adjusted residual. Now let me use one by one, right? Let me go for adjusted residual, right? First step, adjusted residual.
Adjusted.
Analyze, analyze. I will show, madam.
Okay.
Analyze descriptive statistics, cross tab, cells. In each cell, because we want to have which cell is having association.
Associated.
Go to cells, go to cells, right? To put adjusted standardized residual. Okay, adjusted standardized. Madam,
Sir,
adjusted standardized noted down now.
noted, sir, noted.
Okay, then continue. Okay, then continue. Then okay. Okay, very good. Okay, now, right. Yesterday, we have seen some t value, right? Yes
sir.
or no?
Yes, sir.
What is that t value? What value we have looked at? Some value we were telling always. We are telling some value. What is that value? Z value, some Z value we have seen. From the beginning, we are telling some Z value. What is that Z value?
Difference of mean.
Always you will tell some wrong value, madam. Instead of looking at that value, you will tell the next value.
1.96.
1.96. That 96. Yeah, okay, 1.96, right? 1.96. Don't forget, right? Here 5%. All right. So here 5% corresponding is 1.96. So these two values you should not forget. 5%, 0.05, 1.96.
Okay.
Okay, very good. I have shown that table. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
0.05, 1.96. Right, very good. Now, okay, we need to find out wherever these cells are having more than 1.96,
Okay.
those cells are associated. More than 1.96. Right, more than 1.96. Right. So now, first, okay. So first, we should go talk. Look at the higher values, right? First, let us look at the higher values, right? So don't look at the minus. Minus I will tell later. Minus I will tell later. Okay, but first we will look at the only the plus values, more than 1.96. But higher values we have to look at. Now tell me where is the higher value, madam? Adjusted residual you have
Adjusted. Okay, okay. 4.9. 4.9. In adjusted residual. Yes, sir. 4.9 only.
மொத்தமா பாருங்க மேடம். Look at all.
Okay. 6.1.
6.1. Right.
Yes, sir.
Which means, right, 50,000 and above category associated with 20,000 and above saving category.
Okay.
So these two over, we have linked. This boy and this girl we have linked, right? We should remove them. Okay, once you link with one boy, with one girl, you should not link with any other girl.
Okay.
That you should be clear, madam.
Sir.
Once one boy is linked with one girl, that boy is having some association with some other girl also. but more association with that girl, so you have put him into that girl, right, madam? This I'm not joking, madam. This is very, very this one, right? Yes or no, madam? Yeah, next. Next, madam.
हाँ sir.
Eh?
Okay, sir. 4.9, I think.
4.9, right? 4.9, which means up to 20,000 income and up to 5,000, they are associated. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Next,
3.2.
3.2,
3.8.
right?
3.8 is there, sir.
Enger 3.8
In 40,000
here,
to 50,000.
right? This one,
Ha.
right?
Ha.
Okay. Now, will you look at 3.2?
Yes, sir.
Can you look at 3.2? No, you
Yes.
should not look at 3.2 because
It's
50,000
already
and
associated.
20,000 above already linked.
Okay, we should ignore that.
Ah. Okay. Yes or no? Yes or no, madam? That is over
Yes,
already.
it is already linked with that one.
Yes, that you should not see. Right. Here also you should not see 2, right? Because already this is linked, right? So
Okay.
now what we can see is, okay, up to 5,000 and up to 20,000 they are linked,
Huh.
and 40,000 to 50,000 linked with 50,000 and
15,000.
above, and this one linked, and 50,000 and above, and 20,000 and above they are linked. Yes, sir,
Okay.
madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So now you have to write it down. Then only you have to write it down.
Ha, sir.
This lower income is associated with this one. This income is associated with this one. This income associated with this one, right?
Mm.
So now which means,
Ha.
right? They are also income and saving associated. Correct. That we already stated. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
There is an association between income and saving. We also say, right? We say they are associated. Now we have identified the association also, right? Now, when we look at the association, you write down, then only you will understand.
Ha,
Right?
sir.
50,000, 20,000 and 5,000. 40,000, 15,000. 50,000, 20,000. Right? Written, madam?
Yes, sir.
Now, when the income is increasing, saving is also, madam, when income, whether you have written or not, madam?
Sir, I'm writing, sir.
Right. 20,000, 5,000. 40,000 to 50,000, 15,000 to 20,000. 50,000 above, 20,000 above. Written.
Ha, sir.
Now look at those values. When the income is increasing,
Savings also increasing.
savings also increasing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we can say income and savings are related. Income and savings are related because when the income is increasing, savings also increasing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, see, when the income increases, savings also increases, right? Now, can we say the income is influencing the savings? Yes, we can say because when the income increases, saving is also increasing, right? Income is having some influence on saving. Income is having some impact on saving. Income is having some relation with the savings, right? So we can decide the saving based on income. All we can say. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir. We can say.
But please understand, right? You cannot tell all right, always. But association is perfect. See, for example, let me tell another case. Suppose, see, there is a 20,000, right? associated with 5,000.
Huh.
This 20,000 and above associated with 15,000 and above, for example, right?
Oh.
Then 30,000 is associated with this one. Then we cannot say income is influencing the income is having association.
Huh.
Yes or no? When the
Okay.
income is increasing, when the saving is also increasing, then we can tell they are related.
Okay.
Okay, madam. So
Yes, sir.
that is why let us use the associated. Okay, no confusion. Anytime we can tell association. Which one? Which one? That is what. Over. Yes or no, madam? Pakka?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Pakka.
pakka. Now what happens? Right. Okay. Now what happens? There are two friends here. Okay. So,
Sorry.
for example, Ramu and Somu are right. They are friends. Right. Okay. So one day what happened? Somu is coming to Ramu's house. Okay. He met Ramu. Hey Ramu. Hey Ramu. Okay. He is asking. So I think your daughter is studying in that college, Ada. Yes, Ra. Yes, Ra. He is telling like that. Hey, who you are telling? Lada. Hey, tell Ra. No, illada. Hey, tell. Hey, illada. Hey, tell Ra. Hey, I have seen your girl daughter with one boy. Da. I have seen your daughter with one boy. Innada, sir. Lada, I've seen they are related. Ra. So I've seen with my own eyes. Ra. Okay, so the friend has told his friend. Now Ramu he came, then discussed with the wife, and so they have decided to look for alliance. They have decided to look for alliance, right? Okay, so after few days, Somu is coming. Hey Ramu, என்னடா சொல்றா? Hey Ramu, yes tell. I've heard that you are seeing some alliance for your daughter. Yes, Ra. Hey, don't do that, Ra. Don't do that. Hey, wait up, tell. See, don't do that. Why? Because, because, because,
They're associated.
hey, matter tell, because
They're
your
associated.
daughter and that boy are, hey, they are very closely associated. Ra.
Huh.
There is the very serious and thick association is there. Right? If you divide that association, then your daughter might run away or your daughter might do something. So don't break. Why? Because the association is
Strong.
very, very strong.
Strong.
Very, very strong, very reliable, very, very consistent. Okay, so in future also they will continue, they will run away. Why we are telling the association is very, very strong. So whenever we say they are associated, it is advisable to see the strength of association also.
Okay.
Right. So for the see, we have seen this one, right? Other methods I will come later. Other methods I will come later. So we have used adjusted residual. Other I think you are written your
3 times.
yeah. Then I will come to the other methods later.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So there are many things to discuss. We will come. Now let us go to the strength of association and we will come back. Right. Very good. Now. All right. Here. Okay. Descriptive statistics, crosstab, statistics, cells we will remove because okay, let it be there, no problem. Cells. Statistics, pi and Cramer's V. Pi and Cramer's V. Madam, சொல்லுங்க.
Yes, sir. Pi and Cramer's V.
Very good. So we will click that.
Huh.
Now let us say okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, see, apart from this table, apart from high square table, you have pi and Cramer's V table. Okay. So now we have used nominal by nominal. Other things I will tell. Okay, you can decide. Okay. So now we have some pi value. We have some Cramer's V value. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
0.483, 0.241. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Very good. So now how to decide?
Huh.
How to decide? Right. So first of all, I will choose the effect size.
Okay.
Effect size, I will. Okay, so now here is okay. Let us look at the pi. The value of 1, right? This is pi. This is for a pi. Pi, right? This is for a pi.
Set the
So it
term.
is calculated, everything written. Yeah, value of this is again taken from that book. Okay, so Naresh Malhotra book. Okay, so yeah, value of 0.1
Sir,
is
screen is not fully
visible.
visible. Sir.
Okay. Okay, shall I read, madam?
Effect size of child.
Correct. Fi stands for pi square test, right? For pi, right? We have pi, we have Cramer's V. Let me read pi. Right? When we use pi, that I will come later. Okay. Yeah, value of 0.1 is considered as small effect. 0.3 is medium effect. 0.5 a large effect. 0.1, 0.3, 0.5. Right. Now let us go and see our value. What is the pi value? 0.483. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
So it is not 0.1, it is not 0.3, approximately closer to 0.5. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we can say there
Really
is a large effect.
large effect.
Okay, there is a large effect. Okay. Now let us look at the Cramer's V. Okay. So now the Cramer's V is based on the, here this table we have to see. This is based on the degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom, right? Degrees of freedom. Because in the formula itself, so the V is calculated by using degrees of freedom. So we have to use the degrees of freedom, right? How to find out degrees of freedom? Here, degrees of freedom equal to minimum of row minus 1, comma, column minus 1. Madam, written, write down, madam. Degrees of freedom equal to minimum of within bracket row minus 1, comma, column minus 1. Written,
Sir, written, sir.
okay. Now let us go to our case. Now we have how many rows? We have 5 rows and 5 columns. Yes or no?
Yes,
We
sir.
have 5 rows and 5
5
columns. So 5 minus 1, 4, comma, 5 minus 1, 4. So, minimum of 4, comma 4. So, in 4 only. Suppose if it is 4, comma 3.
Okay.
Then degrees of freedom is 3. Minimum you have to take. Among the two, which one is minimum you have to take. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now here degrees of freedom is 4. All right. So now let us look at it. Degrees of freedom is 4. Now 0.05 is small. 0.15 is medium. 0.25 is large. 0.05, 5%, 15%, 25%, right? Okay, very good. So, okay, now let us go here and we will see, right? So now here, right, what is the value? 0.241, right? It is not 0.05, it is not 0.15, it is approximately closer to 0.25. Yes or no, madam?
Sir, can you repeat once again? Sorry.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
So, see, 0.05 is small,
Huh?
0.15 is medium, 0.25
0.25
is
is larger.
large. Now, here our value is 0.241. Then what is the meaning? It is nearly close to 0.25, but definitely not close to 1.5, 0.15.
Yes,
Yes or no?
yes,
So
sir.
it
It
is
is
approximately closer to 0.25, which means there is a large
large effect.
so which means this association is very, very strong, reliable, consistent, permanent, right?
Yes,
What
sir.
do you mean by reliable? So whether the Nandini madam conducted the study, you will get the same result. Whether Sivakumar sir conducted the study, you will get the same result. Okay, it will not change with person to person. That because that extent worldwide we can tell this association. Okay, if conducted today, tomorrow, permanent, reliable, consistent, strong, thick, all you can use. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So now the normally the pi is used. Pi is used when see when 2 by 2 matrix, right? 2 by 2 matrix. So look at the point 1, point 1. When it is 2 by 2 also, 2 by 2 means 2, 2, right? There are 2 minus 1, 1, 2 minus 1, 1, all right? Which is similar to 1.
Huh.
So that is why pi value 1 degrees of freedom Kramers V both same. Yes or no? 135,
Huh.
135. Yes or no?
Yes,
2 by
sir.
2 means 2 row, 2 columns, 2 minus 1, 1, 2 minus 1, 1, 1, right? Degrees of
One
freedom
is
is 1.
minimum.
Right? That is why pi value and the Kramers V for 1 degrees of freedom, it is same. But pi is used, okay. So Kramers V we can use at all case. Very good. So now this is what how to find out the strength of the association. Right. Right. Now, all right. Okay. Suppose. Okay. So now you please look at you have to look at these values, right? We are getting 3. All I can explain what is Pearson I square, what is log likelihood, what is linear by linear, all I can tell. But okay, so that is not necessary. That is why I'm not telling. Whatever required for you, I'm just trying to tell. All right. Now, okay, look at this 4, 3 are there, right? Suppose you have taken 2 by 2 matrix. What is 2 by 2 matrix?
Pi value.
Only 2 rows and 2 columns.
Huh.
Okay, so here For example, right? Anything we can take. Gender and mode of purchase. Mode of purchase. Okay. Whether they are purchased or not. Whether they are purchased, right? Yes or no, right? Okay. So now gender also two category. Always some people are coming here. So now I have taken 2 by 2, madam. 2 by 2 means only two category, madam. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. But
So
the
the row is
screen,
also
screen,
two
sir.
category, column is also two category. Yes or no?
Sir,
So which means 2 by 2 matrix.
excuse me, sir.
Analyze. Can you see the screen is visible or
No,
not?
no, it is not visible, sir. Now it is visible, sir.
Okay. Is it visible, madam? Sir, not this one. Not this one. Here, right. So now is it visible, madam?
Gender, purchase, contact.
Ah, very good. Now you can see, right? You can see. Okay. So here also two gender two option. All right. This is also two option. Yes or no, madam?
Sir.
Yeah. Now, right. See, analyze,
Okay.
descriptive statistics, cross tab, right? The gender, purchase, right? I'm not clicking anything, right? Chi-square I have to click, right? This is a new one, right? New data. Now, what you see, madam?
Mm,
What you observe?
Degree of freedom is 1. 2 minus 1.
What you see, madam? When you
Significant
look
value
at,
is more
see
than
many things. When you look at it itself, you will understand many things. That is why I have shown before going here. I have shown how many coming, all I have shown. Okay. So now, please, you have seen now, madam, chi-square test table.
yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
have to tell. Now, earlier case, I will tell. Now, see the chi-square test table. Right?
Mhm.
You have seen chi-square test table now.
Yes, sir.
This is for earlier one, right? Savings and income, right?
Hmm.
Now, let me show this chi-square test. Whether it is that difficult, madam, whether it is that much difficult. See, in a normal one, you will get
Hmm.
Pearson chi-square, we will get a likelihood ratio, we will get a linear by linear.
Okay.
This continuity correction, it will come only for 2 by 2 matrix.
Okay. ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ನ.
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Sir, muted, sir.
ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆನ?
Mute ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
Participants, there is an instruction. If any candidate to interact, please raise your hand. We will allow one more person along with Nandini. If anybody is ready, definitely you unmute. Please raise your hand.
That,
Raise your hand. Sir, Arita. Can we give to Arita ma'am?
Reshma ma'am also interested, sir.
No. Can we give to Arita ma'am today? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Arita ma'am, you can unmute.
Yes, sir.
Arita ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can interact with the customer. But your voice is very low. Please correct it. Arita ma'am.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
So voice is very low, ma'am, for you.
Is that okay,
Hello?
sir?
No, ma'am, voice is very low. You are at outside, ma'am. Okay, any other person? Because the voice, there is a voice problem from Arita. Lokeshwari. Okay, ma'am. Lokeshwari. Hello?
Yeah, hello, sir. Am I
ma'am,
audible?
Yes, ma'am. You can interact with the customer.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello.
CSK sir, Reshma ma'am na host ಮಾಡಿ.
Yes, madam. Yes, sir.
Ma'am, Lokeshwari ma'am is also ready to interact with you. So you can have.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, when you use a 2 by 2 matrix, hello,
Right.
madam,
Yes, sir, I'm here.
then you will get this continuity correction.
Okay, sir.
So which means
Huh.
we use a 2 by 2 matrix. You should not use this Pearson high square, right? That high square you should not use. So here we have used this Pearson high square.
Huh, sir.
We have used the Pearson high square. We should not use this one. We have to look at the continuity correction.
Okay.
Now, okay, so now the madam significant value is this one. You tell madam. Gender and see whether we have asked whether they have purchased or not. We have asked some people whether you have purchased a particular item or not. That is the question we have asked. Right. So now they said yes. Some people they said yes. Some people they said no. Okay. Some people girl. Some people female, like that. Right. So now, okay. So now what is your conclusion, madam? When the significant value is 0.446. Yeah.
Okay, sure, ma'am is there, sir.
Sir, then it is less than, it's more than 0.05. So the null hypothesis has to be accepted.
Proceed.
So since the null hypothesis is accepted, there is an association between the two variables.
Tell again, madam.
Since the null hypothesis is accepted, the null hypothesis basically states there is no association between the two variables. Since the null hypothesis, since the significance value is greater than 0.05, the null hypothesis is not acceptable. The null hypothesis has to be rejected. No. It's more than 0.05, so the null hypothesis has to be accepted. The null hypothesis is accepted. Therefore, there is no association between the two variables. Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah, very good. Why this much confusion? Okay, so it is greater than 0.05, so null hypothesis is accepted. Which means
Yes,
there is a, when you accept the null hypothesis, you should not go for alternate hypothesis, right? Madam, Nandini madam.
Yes, sir.
When you accept the null hypothesis, you should not go for alternate. ஒரு பொண்ணை பார்த்துட்டீங்க, you have liked that girl. For another girl?
No, sir.
So when you accept that, when you accept null hypothesis, okay, which means there is no association. What do you mean by no association?
There is no connectivity. That means there is no association between two variables.
Which means we
There is
cannot
no
say, particular income category, particular gender is associated with particular category, particular purchase category. Yes or no? No,
Yes, sir.
we cannot tell. Right? What do you mean by there is no association? We cannot tell the girls are purchasing, boys are purchasing. We cannot tell. Some boys are purchasing, some girls also purchasing. We cannot come to any conclusion. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
We cannot, no association. We cannot say, so we cannot link one category of one variable with the another category of this one. So they are not associated. They are not related, right? So we cannot decide the particular category based on this variable. We cannot decide. Very good. Okay. So now the matter is here, right? Here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have to look at the continuity
Continuity
correction.
correction.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So okay, let me do again with the old variable. Right, this savings, right? Okay. So now here, descriptive statistics, cross tab, right? Okay. So cells, all these things not necessary, right? Adjusted is not okay. You will be confused in statistics also. Why unnecessarily you have pi? Now look at okay. Now look at the chi-square test table. Chi-square test, right? Right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the table, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. There is something written. What is written?
6 cells.
Six cells
Have
have expected
expected
count
count
less than
5.
5.
The minimum expected count is 1.98.
Okay, so now the point is, it says 6 cells are having expected count less than 5. It is telling that, which means it is a warning message given to us. It is the warning message given to us, which means any cells less than, if any cell is having expected count less than expected value, no expected. If any cell is having expected cell less than 5, then okay, you should be very careful. Okay, so you have to make some adjustment. You should not rely upon this one. That is what it is telling. Right. So now what to do? We will come, all these things I will come later. First of all, in some thesis, people are reporting the chi-square testing. They report this also. They report this warning also. Right. So whether you are making any adjustment or not, that is different story, that will come later. But definitely, okay, so don't show this one. When you paste this table, please remove that, delete that. Okay, so that written letters. After deleting it, you show, because the expected value will not come in the table. Here, the expected value will not come in the table. Only observed value. These are all observed value. These are all observed value. Right.
Okay.
So 67 is observed actual, which means up to 5,000, up to 20,000, 67 people are there. That is the observed value. Expected value will not come.
Okay.
So the point is you should not show. That is very, very important. Number one. Now, okay. Now I will show how you will get to the expected value. Right? Analyze
Mhm.
descriptive statistics. Cross tab. Expected value we will get for each cell. So cells, here you click only observed is coming. Click the expected. If you click the expected, you will get the expected value. You will get the expected value, right? Let us click the expected value. Now, this is the expected value.
Which ones?
Okay, 44, 41, 70. So, how the high square value is calculated? 67
Huh.
minus 44 square divided by 44, like that. Next one, plus, okay, next 42 minus 41.3 square divided by 41.3. Okay, so all values are calculated, right? When all values are calculated, you'll get by using that formula summation of O minus E square divided by E summated value you will get. That summated value is nothing but this value 128. This is called the calculated value. Right? When you do manually, we will calculate some value O minus E formula, right? So now we have O 67 expected 44, right? Minus square divided by 44, like that. Okay, so you will get some value like that. For every cell you will have some value. Add summation, add, then you get some value. That value is 128.68.
Okay.
This is the otherwise called calculated value. Right. So now, okay, so this is one thing, right? These are all not necessary for us, okay, because we are not writing based on these values, all these things. But definitely you have to report these three values. High square calculated value, this is a value, degrees of freedom, and the significant value. All three you need to report. Now let us look at the, we said 5 cells are having expected, 6 cells are having expected count less than 5, right? Can you see expected count less than 5, madam? Where you see?
To expected count.
Expected count less than 5 means you have to tell.
Yes, sir. That is in 20,001 and above.
Here, right?
4
Yes
point,
or no, madam?
four,
Here,
yes, sir.
4.7.
4.7
Here,
and
3.9.
3.9.
Here,
Yes.
2.1.
Huh.
Here, 2, right?
And there 4.
Here, now here.
And
Here, 4.
3.9.
3.9.
Huh, sir.
Yes or no? So
Yes, sir.
in this column 4, in this column 2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now here, nothing. Here, nothing. Here, nothing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now here 4, here 2, 6. No, madam.
Yes, sir.
Last column 4, next column 2, 6. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 6.
Yeah.
Total.
So that is what it is telling.
Okay. 6 cells have expected count less than 5.
Okay.
Huh,
So
sir.
now what to do? What to do? Right. One is delete that, report it. That is okay. So that is cheating. But what to do? What to do? Right. Now, when we see the problem areas, the problem areas are lying in the last column and this column, right? Now, what shall we do is, let us merge those two columns. Right? What do you mean by merge? So in a
50,001 and above.
in a saving category, you will have up to 5,000 one category, 5,000 to 10,000 another category,
Category.
10,000 to 15,000 another category. Here, instead of having 15,000 to 20,000, 20,000 and above, what you will put? 15,001 and above, which means this also will come. Yes
Yes,
or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
which means this frequency will be 2, this will be 8, this will be 20, this will be 15, this will be 17. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So the major problem will over. So only the first cell it will be having a problem, but all other things it will be solved. So wherever you have a problem, merge. Merge.
Merge. Okay.
Right. Okay. So okay. So okay. So now I have shown continuity correction, right? I have shown when you have expected count less than this one, that also I have shown. Right? That also I have shown. Right. Very good. So now I will show some other data. I will show some other data, right? So the madam should tell me what I have to do, right? So I have not asked madam anything. Okay. Today I'm not troubling her.
Shivkumar, sir.
Okay. Now what you see, madam? Can you see something, madam?
Yes, sir.
Now what you see?
Sir,
State.
state, gender.
State and gender, right? So
Huh.
now you have to tell me whether both are what variable. You have to tell me, madam. Okay, variable view. I'm going for variable view, right?
Only one variable, sir.
Two variable you can see.
So we click on that, sir. We see then
Okay, now tell me, madam. How to see? You please tell me, sir. You open this one, sir. I will do whatever you are asking me. I will do. Then now you have to decide whether this is a category variable or metric variable. Yes, madam.
Sir, gender, no, sir.
First state. First state.
Gender is that is what category metric? Category, sir. Category variable.
Gender is a category variable.
Category variable.
Now we have two categories. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Two options, right? So first point, look at the values, right? Madam, no confusion. Sir, you have to tell, sir, go to value, sir. Like that, you have to tell me immediately.
Okay.
yes, sir.
Ah, okay. Go to value, right? Here I could see two categories are there, right?
Yes, sir. It's a categorical variable.
Category.
That is a category, right? So next one, right? So state,
Huh.
we have three
Okay.
states, right? Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, here, okay. So the state is now categorical variable, whether it is a nominal, ordinal. State is
Nominal,
Nominal.
because we
Nominal.
cannot tell one is okay. So
No,
we,
no.
uh,
Nominal, sir.
one is Kerala, two is Karnataka, three is Tamil
No.
Nadu. We can tell, can we say Kerala is better? No, we
No,
cannot.
no, no.
Only namesake we are giving.
Namesake, right? Good.
Nominal.
Nominal, right? Male also nominal, right? So
So
please
both-
having three category. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
3 into 2.
Yes.
sir.
Akka. Right. Very good.
You go
Now,
for-
okay. Now, I have to perform chi-square. Now you
Huh.
have to tell, madam. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Analyze.
Analyze
Hmm.
descriptive statistics,
Descriptive statistics.
cross tab,
Cross tab.
rows, state.
Anything I can put, madam.
Anything,
I can put. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So for the sake of for the sake of simplicity, okay, let me put gender into the column, right?
Okay.
This state into
State into the row.
the
Statistics,
statistics,
select
Chisquare.
Chisquare test.
Chisquare test.
Continue.
Continue. Okay.
Now, madam should give me the interpretation, madam.
Wow.
Oh, sir.
Now. Yes, yes.
Less than 0.5.
Yes, sir. Less than 0.5.
Okay.
There is a
Okay. Now,
there
wait.
is a association, sir.
Very good, madam. Very good. Very good, madam. Very good. Yeah. So, very good, madam. Right. Very good. So, very good. So, now, okay, point significant value. Right. We are looking at the Pearson chi-square.
Yes.
Okay. 0.00, which is less than 0.05, which means there is an association. Simple, straight away answer.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Now, we'll go roundabout answer. Right. Roundabout. Right. So round, okay, first the significant value is 0.00, which is less than 0.05.
Then we
Ah.
have to reject the null
You have to reject
hypothesis.
the null hypothesis. What
No
is
association is rejected.
no association is rejected.
Means there is an association.
Very good, madam. You enjoy it, madam. Super, madam.
Super.
Very good, super, very good. Now, see, zero cells is having expected count less than, yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. No
sir.
need to merge.
Pakka, right? That point, pakka.
No need to
Now,
merge.
when there is association, you should not stop, right? Which
Yes.
category, which state is male and female, right? Okay. Then where I have to go?
Analysis.
Analyze.
Sorry. Analyze.
Right. Now I am going to tell another method. Right. So we can use go to chi-square. Right. We can use the adjusted residual. Right. Okay. Cells adjusted residual. You can see. Right. Okay. We'll see adjusted residual also. What?
Sir, we done with that.
No, madam?
Adjusted standardization.
Adjusted standardized residual.
Okay.
Simple percentage correspondence analysis is pending.
Yes, madam. Is it visible, madam?
Sir.
Where we have to see, madam? It is there. Super. Super. Right. The value should be more than 1.96. Yes or no, madam? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Can you see the table? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. I can
Yeah,
see.
now tell.
Shulkumar sir.
There is higher values.
Higher value.
1.96. Adjusted residual. See adjusted residual.
Is
Where?
that is 4, sir.
4, right? So
Sir.
can you see 4?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So which means
Kerala
and
female.
female associated.
Yes, sir.
Right? Next Karnataka, right?
Next is Karnataka male.
Associated.
Sir.
Right?
Done.
Okay. So now, right. Now what is this, right? See, this is a migrant laborers. Migrant laborers, right? See, most of the female migrant laborers, right? They are going to Kerala. That is what it says. Male migrant laborers, they are moving to Karnataka, right? So there is a reason behind it. See, in Kerala, what happens? Most of the gents, right? They are working in Gulf country. They are working in Gulf country. So the husbands are in Gulf country. So wives are there here. So they take the migrant laborers. They are involved in domestic work also. In Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, migrant workers are working in construction, those things. But in Kerala, see, all these things are not I am not telling. It is based on this fact. I am not See the different analysis I have done based on that I'm telling. Okay, domestic war. So since the only ladies are sitting, so they are taking the female migrant laborers, right? They want female migrant laborers to work in their house. So the female migrant workers in Kerala, they are involved in domestic work also, and in the domestic work, girls are involved. So more female migrant laborers are working in Kerala, right? That is point. Now, if you look at Karnataka, what happens? See, some of the people, okay, so more male, okay, because they live together, right? They Kerala, they provide the shelter and pakka. For example, if you go to Pervambu, right? Their separate sites are provided, but in Karnataka, people are taking the apartments and rooms and staying. So the female migrants are not going there. So only male together they are working. So like that it is going okay. So these are like this. You have to analyze and you have to write. That is why I'm telling. But here in Kerala, more female workers are working, female migrant workers are working. In Karnataka, more male migrant workers are working. That is the association, right? This is the one way. Now let me go to the another way, right? This is Pakka, it is reporting, no confusion. Let me look at the another way, right? Let me look at the another way. Descriptive statistics, cross tab, right? Cross tab. Tab, right? Cells. This adjusted residual, let me close, right? Let me put column percentage, percentage column, continue and work. Now see here.
In percentage.
Now look at the percentage. See,
Sir.
we have
Female.
taken 30. We have taken 300 people from Kerala, 300 people from Karnataka, 300 from Tamil Nadu, right?
Tamil Nadu.
So which means 33%, 33%. Look at the Kerala. 52% of them are female. Among the female, 52% of the female, right? Out of 92 female, look at the column percentage, right? Percentage for the column, right? So 52% of the female migrant workers are working where? Working where, madam?
Kerala.
So which means Kerala associated with this one. Now, how to decide, right? So when you have to look at the last total percentage.
Okay.
This last total percentage, we have to look at this one 33, right? Now look at this row percentage. So this is more than this percentage. The column, right? Column percentage. Now look at the each row, right? Which cell is having more percentage than total? There is an association, right?
Okay, sir.
So now look at the Karnataka, right? Look at the Karnataka. So here 33. Now see here 35.
More than 33.5.
Which means male Karnataka.
Male.
Now Tamil Nadu, we can tell that this is also 33. This is also 33. It is not more, right? Yes or no, madam?
0.1.
That is not important. Small, right? Very, very small.
Okay, sir.
Right. So this is by looking at the percentage, column percentage.
Okay.
Put the column percentage. Okay. After putting column percentage, take each row in the particular row, which column, which cell is having significantly more percentage than the total percentage, that cell is associated. That cell is associated, right?
Mm.
Okay, is it okay, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, right now we will go to the one more, that is the correspondence analysis, right? Correspondence analysis, right? So we have that saving and this one we will use, right? Now you have to tell madam, right? Okay, analyze.
Analyze. This-
So now, okay, no time. Okay, so then, okay. So we will look at the column percentage also for this one. Yes or no, madam?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now, cell,
Descriptive stats.
it's descriptive statistics,
Cross tabs.
already there.
Cell.
Okay, very good. So
Cell.
first, let us not put anything, right? We will decide. We will, okay. So cells, we will not put anything. We will, okay, nothing is there.
No
One by one,
percentage
one by
row.
one. Okay. So I expected also. Let me remove. Okay.
Percentage.
Then statistics. So chi-square. Let me click the chi-square. Automatic click. All right. Okay. So now let me say okay. Okay, now you have to see the result and you have to type. Yes, madam. Yeah. Madam, tell.
Yes, sir.
Tell the result. What is the significant value?
Less than 0.05.
Less than
There is an
0.5.
association.
There is an association. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So now we will go one by one.
Yes.
Okay. So there are two methods we will see first. Then we will go to the third method. Right. First method, adjusted residual. Right. This one. Right. Cross tab. Already we have seen adjusted residual.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so but even then we will see, you note it down, then cells, adjusted residual, continue. Okay, okay. So now already you have noted down. Okay, what you have noted down? Okay, less than 20,000 associated with less than 5,000. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then 40,000 to 50,000
40,000 to
associated
50,000.
with 50,000 one.
50,000 to
Okay, this one.
20,000.
Then 50,000
Above
above
50,000.
associated with.
20,000 and above.
Very good. Right? Yes or no, madam? Right.
Yes.
Let me go to the column percentage. Right.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So descriptive statistics.
Cross tab.
Wait. Analyze descriptive statistics. Cross tab.
Cells.
Cells.
Percentage column.
This adjusted, let me remove because then you will be confused, right? Okay.
Continue. Okay.
Now, right? Okay. So now first one.
And
Right?
compare with the total.
Here it is 22.5. Yes or no, madam?
And yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is 22.25.
Here how much?
34.2.
Okay, which is
It's more than 22.5.
which means this is
Highly
associated.
associated.
Pakka?
Yes, sir.
Pakka, right, very good. Okay, so now let us go to the down. Right?
Second one.
Now here,
Again.
how much, madam?
9.4, sir.
Here, how much?
47.6.
Oh, God. That is why the adjusted residual also 6.1.
Yes,
or
sir.
madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now,
Highly associated. Strongly
highly
associated.
okay. Strong, very strong, very good.
Very strong.
Now look at the next one.
9.8 percentage, 26.8. That is also more than 9.8.
So one thing, madam, once you are associated with anything, you should not associate with another thing. That you should not forget, right,
Yes,
madam?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, very good. So because why I am telling here it is 39, here it is 45. You should not say this one because this we have already associated. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
We should associate only this one 43. This is also more than 39. So we can say we are 45 here, it is more, but okay, already this column already we have completed. So we have to say this column, right?
Okay.
Okay. So now let me go to the another technique, very interesting technique. Analyze, same thing here. Now, dimension reduction. Tell madam, dimension reduction.
Yes, sir.
Write down dimension reduction, correspondence analysis,
Yes, sir.
one into the row, another into the column.
Sir.
Define this okay is not coming. Okay, then we have to define the range, click it, and then define the range.
Okay.
So now you have to put minimum. Here we have 5 category. The values are ranging from the column, the one row, right? In the row,
Sir.
we have
Right.
values ranging from 1 to 5.
5.
Minimum 5, maximum minimum 5, maximum 5, minimum 1, maximum 5, update. Then okay. This column percentage also, column also, define range. We have 5, 1 to 5, update, continue. Okay. Now this is a very big technique, very interesting technique, very big technique also. Right. Now, all right. So now, okay. So green is, can you see the colors? Colors is visible or not, madam?
Green is visible, sir. Another one is purple, I think.
Not that visible. So when it is not visible, what we have to do? Okay, double click. Right, already I have shown double click. Here are the short editor, right? Short editor. Here also I can do, right? Or elements I can do, anything I can do. Now here let me click, right? Now these properties are coming, right? So now, okay, so this size, let me make it little big size. I have double clicked, it has come. Okay, let me put a square size. Size also, let me make it little big, 8. Let me put 8. Let me put the fill color also. Fill color. So let me put a red. So that
So can't see the windows by the participants. Can you please check it, sir?
visible or not visible?
Not
Not
visible.
Screen is visible, sir. Your option using is not visible. Participants are asking.
Which is not visible?
Whatever
Use the option
coloring
now.
settings.
Chart editor. Click on the colors. That is not visible.
Yes. Now it is visible.
Yes, sir. Now is visible, sir. Yes.
So now here, okay. So here, when you double click, the chart editor will come, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you click some of the box here, this circle, right? It will come. So here type, I've changed this to circle to square. Then size, it will be 5 automatically, but I made it a little big, 8. Here fill color, I made it is red, right? It has come. Apply. When I apply, this will be changed, right?
Oh, nice.
So now click. Okay, now let me do again. I'm going to do again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm
Double
clicking this one. I'm clicking. It is coming, right? So let me save chart. Okay, type. So let me make it 8. let me make it green. Okay, so fill color green, apply. Okay, so now it is visible, right? Then close it. Okay, so right. Screen visible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now madam should tell what are all the things associated.
So 20,000 and 5,000 is associated. But
See here, closely
Yes, sir.
associated.
Very close, sir. Yes, sir.
Very close association. Yes,
Remaining will be distance. The same will be.
not the distance. We need to find out what are all the things associated, right? See here. So, but here there is no distance. Though there is a distance, but no one is nearby. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
For
sir.
20,000.
Okay. See what happened. Some boy, they will not go near to that girl. Little shy, but he will not allow any other boy to reach that. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir. In this table, yes, sir.
Okay. So that is why this one. So here also, okay, here also. Now, here is a green. Next green is here. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir.
See, one more thing you have to be clear. You should not associate boy and boy. Boy and girl only you have to associate, madam. Right? So red and green only you have to think, right? So
Okay.
these two red you should not put closer, right?
Has, sir. Both.
Okay. So only one column and row only,
Row.
right, madam?
Has, sir.
So now here, if you see, though here also, there is a little distance, but next green is here and here, very far away.
Very far.
So that is why these two are also associated, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is a diagrammatic way. Okay. So if you change the color also, okay, it will be very interesting, right? It will be very interesting. Nice to see, right, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's all. That's all today. But what is degrees of freedom? I need to explain. What is that expected value? I need to explain. Okay, but no time. Okay, so that degrees of freedom, let me explain, madam. Okay, so what is degrees of freedom is? Have you studied degrees of freedom formula, madam?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Degrees of freedom formula is for chi squared rho minus 1 into column minus 1, right? Row minus 1 into column minus 1. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The degrees of freedom formula is equal to row minus 1 into column minus 1.
Minimum of
But that is for this one.
that is for
Uh,
Kramer's.
no, okay. For everything, degrees of freedom formula will change, madam.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay. This is for?
This is for chi square.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, so degrees of freedom equal to
Row minus 1 into column minus 1.
you are done, na? Right, very good. So how many rows you have? 5 rows, right?
Sir.
How many? 5 minus 1, 4, right?
Sir.
Into how many columns we have? 5
Five.
columns.
5.
5 minus 1, 4, right?
4
Sir.
into
4
16.
Minimum.
into 4, 16, right?
Huh?
So now if you see here, you can see the 16.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
16, huh? Okay.
Sir.
What is this degrees of freedom? What is this degrees of freedom? Right. Okay. So now let me explain the degrees of freedom. Right. Then we will try to understand what is degrees. Right. So now see. Okay. So let us take only for the sake of simplicity, madam. Right. For the sake of simplicity, we will take income 2 category, saving 2 category. Up to 5,000, 5,000 to 10,000, here 20,000, right? Yes or no, madam? For the symbol, right? Hello, madam?
Sir.
Okay. So now we have, let us assume that we have taken a survey of 200 people, right? How many people? 200 people, right? So in which this up to 20,000, 150 people, 20,000 to 30,000, 50 people. So 200, right? Hello?
Sir.
Example, madam. These are all some for the explanation I am taking, madam. Right? Right. So now here up to 5,100, 5,000 to 10,100. Right. Okay. Now. Okay. 2 rows, 2 columns. Right. Now, what is the value can come here? This cell. What is the value can come here? Tell. Madam, here total to 150, madam, here 100. What is the value can come here? This cell. Hello, madam. Madam, are you there or not, madam?
Hello,
Running,
sir.
ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am here.
What is the value we can come here? This cell.
But
So I can put any value, this cell, I can put any value. I can put what values I can put? I can put 60. Yes or no, madam?
sir, which
Hello?
screen is visible, sir, now?
Screen is visible or not, madam?
Not visible, sir.
No, sir, not visible.
That you should tell me first, madam. I'm
Shivakumar, sir.
outing. Not visible. So now, see now here,
Now visible, sir.
okay, now see for the sake of simplicity, I have wasted 5 minutes. So now for the sake of simplicity, I have taken 2 columns and 2 rows, right? Total survey taken among the 200 people.
Okay.
Up to 20,000, 150 people. So
Okay.
20,000 to 30,000, 50 people, right? So total 200. Up to 5,000, 100 people, 5,000 to 10,000, 100 people.
Okay.
Now, right? It is clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
sir.
what is the value can come here? This cell, this place, this place.
Any value. 200.
Any value can come. I can put 60 can come, 70 can come, 72, 73, any value can come. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Let us assume that any value can come, but I put 80, right? I put 80. I have a freedom. Any value can come, right? But I put 80, all right? Okay. If it is 80, right? Then let us come here.
70.
This is already 80. Here, what value can come?
70.
Meaning 70.
Minimum 70.
That is
70, sir, 70.
70, 70.
No freedom.
No freedom.
It should
I
not be.
cannot have any freedom. I cannot put any value. I have to put only 70. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now here, what value I have to put?
20.
Only 20, because this is 80.
Because no freedom.
No freedom. Here,
30. No freedom.
no freedom, only 30. Yes or no, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So which means how many freedom I have?
3. So freedom 1.
Freedom
One.
only one.
Only one. Only one. Only one.
Right. Freedom I have only one. Now, when it is 2 by 2, 2 rows, 2 columns, right? What is degrees of freedom? 2 minus 1 into 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1, how much? 1. 2 minus 1, how much? 1. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
1 into 1?
Yes, sir.
1 into 1, how much? Arey, 1 into 1, how much? 1 into 1, how much, yeah?
1 into
One,
1,
sir.
1, sir.
That is why here degrees of freedom is 1. Right. Suppose, see what will happen. Let us take our example. Right. Here our example. See what is this degrees of freedom is. Right. See here. When we take 5 columns, I can put anything here, anything here, anything here, anything here. But last column I cannot put. Right. So freedom I have up to 4 columns. Last column I cannot put. So in a row also, first row I can put anything, second row I can put anything, third row I can put anything, but the final row I cannot put. That is why row minus 1. So which means all last column I cannot put anything. All okay. So this one. So 16 values I can put anything. So that is why degrees of freedom is 16.
Super.
Okay. So that is the degrees of freedom. Like that expected value also I can tell, but no time. So with this, I think we will stop. Now we will take up 1 or 2 questions and we will wind up.
Okay, participants, any question? Please raise your hand. Lokeshwari ma'am. Yes, ma'am, please.
Hello,
Lokeshwari ma'am.
sir. Sir, the last method of doing that analysis, can you redo it one more time, sir? Though we went through it, we would like to have one more review of it because that correspondence analysis and the association chart. Just one more small, quickly, if you can give us a recap, it will be
Sir,
better.
irukattu sir, பண்ணுவோம் sir, irukattu.
Just that because that SPSS ல sir அந்த process வந்துட்டு
I will do it,
miss
madam.
ஆயிடுச்சு. Yes, sir.
Madam,
Thank
I
you,
will
sir.
do it.
Thank
I
you,
will
sir.
do it. I will do
Thank
it,
you, sir.
madam. I will do it. Right. Now, நான் செய்ய மேடம் நந்தினி மேடம் சொல்லிக்கிட்டே வரணும். Analyze.
Analyze.
சொல்லுங்க மேடம். Analyze. சொல்லுங்க.
Descriptive.
Analyze. Dimension reduction.
Reduction. Correspondence analysis.
Analysis. 1
And,
into the row. 1
Okay.
into the column. Right.
And
Define
also set the range, sir.
range.
Define range. 1 to 5.
1 to 5. Why 1 to 5 is we have values from 1 to 5, right?
Yes, sir.
If we have only 3 categories, 1 to 3.
1, 2, 3.
Right, very good.
Okay, sir.
So like that, we
Update.
put, right? Then we'll say, okay, that's all simple.
That's all.
That's all, right? Then you will get like this, right? You will get like this. You have to find out the first, you have to look at the colors, right? See, why I have changed the colors is, okay, let me go here. Let me see color, right? So now saving is green color, income is red color. So now look at these two are closely related, closely associated. So we say up to 20,000 is associated with up to 5,000. Right. So now here, see, madam says there is a little distance, but what I'm telling, though there is a little distance, but others are all not, others are not coming closer, which means we can say these two are closely associated. How? See, up to 20,000, above 20,000, and above 50,000 are associated. Then like the same, all right, like the same here. Okay, so above 40,000 to 40,000 to 50,000 associated with 50,001 to 20,000. So this is what we have seen by using the adjusted residual method. This is what we have seen by using for column percentage method. Right.
Thank you, sir.
Wait, madam. One more point I will tell you. Now, see, the question is, sir, why unnecessarily it is asking defined range, sir? Let it give immediately. Why unnecessarily doubling me? You can ask, right? Why it is asking defined range, sir? Because, right, it is asking defined range, right? See, sometimes you will be having 5 categories. Here also 5 categories, but you will not be interested to find out association between all the 5. If you want to find out association between 2 to 5, 2 to 4, 2, 3, 4, that you can put it here. You can put 2 minimum, 4 maximum.
Okay, sir.
Right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
all the things not necessary. So according to your convenience, you put it. That is why it is 10. Right.
Yes,
See, if you look at it, okay, if you look at, okay, many more things. See, if you remember our chi-square value 128, okay, 128 will come. Right. Let me show the chi-square value. What is the chi-square value? 128.63, 683. Here 16, here significant value 000. That also you can see here. See here. Significant value, high square value, high square value. Okay, automatically correspond analysis is a very big analysis. We can find out many output is coming, many output, many things we can find out, but we are using it only for this purpose. High square value is 128, automatically it is giving significant value 0.00, automatically it is giving. Right. So that is also we can find out. So chart edit, go to chart editor, change the colors, change the fill pattern, so that when you present, see, all will be circle, but we will be presenting in a Word document. In a Word document, color will not be visible. When you put all our circle, you will not understand. Change the design and put it. Okay, madam, is it okay?
Okay, sir. If anybody
Yes,
want
sir.
to give a feedback, please raise your hand, because many students are chatting with giving appreciation to sir, but sir is not visible. So you directly you have to appreciate sir. If
Oh, I
anybody want,
see.
you can raise your hand.
No, sir. No. That
So,
will
sir,
take.
many participants are chatting like that, sir. So let
Oh,
them
I'm
talk,
not
sir.
seeing, sir. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing.
So
Right.
therefore, let them talk 2-3%.
No. See, some people are asking questions, sir. We will take up the questions. We'll give more importance to questions, sir. Now,
Okay.
okay. Vivek Gupta, sir. Right. Vivek Gupta.
Vivek Gupta. Okay, sir. Let's we take the questions. Vivek Gupta, sir. Please, question, sir. Dr. Vivek Gupta, sir. Dr. Vivek Gupta, sir.
Otherwise, we will go to Kumarasamy, sir. Kumarasamy Mora, sir.
Kumar Swami, sir. Kumar Swami, sir.
Yes,
Sir?
sir. Yes, sir.
Please, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Tell me,
Good
sir.
evening, all, sir. Sir, my question is, what is the importance to find out the, what you said now, sir, this one, correspondence
Analysis.
analysis?
Why we have to do what?
Yes, sir.
See, sir, very simple, sir. See, when we say they are associated, when we say boys and girls are associated, right? For example, Sivakumar sir, okay, he is there, right? Nandini madam is telling to Sivakumar sir, that class is worst class, sir. We madam, we are telling that always some boys are sitting with girls, sir. Okay, boys and girls are associated. Then immediately Sivakumar sir will ask, hey, who? He will ask immediately who? Which boy is associated with which girl? Yes or no? See, it is important to know which boy. That is more important. Then only you can take action, right? You can call that boy, hey, Vidra, we can tell, right? Yes or no? So to find out that, there are 3 methods. One is adjusted residual, adjusted standardized residual. Then another is column percentage. Another is correspondent analysis. That is the reason we are performing. Okay, so we all are 3 alternates, sir. Anything you can use. Whatever you, but I feel correspondent analysis is better because it is diagrammatic, more interesting, looking attractive. Okay. So adjusted residual is better in some other sense, but no time. Okay. Yeah. Next question, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kumarasamy, sir.
Sir, can we collect some
One more
more?
question. One more question. Vivek Gupta, sir, or somebody.
Vivek Gupta, sir. I called no, sir. Vivek Gupta, sir. Dr. Vivek Gupta, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Any other question?
Let's we collect, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, this is Dr. Vivek Gupta.
Gupta.
Yeah. Tell me, sir. Tell me, sir.
Am I audible?
Yeah. Audible. Audible, sir. Audible.
Right, sir. Sir, sorry to actually, sorry for this delay. Actually, I was not getting unmuted.
Yeah.
So that is why I was requesting.
No issues, sir. Absolutely no problem, sir. That
Sir,
will
sir.
happen when we are in the internet mode, sir, when we are in online.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, first of all, thank you very much for, such simple and, so much knowledgeable sessions. इतना easy नहीं होता है कि और दूसरे sessions के अंदर इतनी easily learn कर लें. So thank you very much, first of all, for this thing. Sir, I just want to know that how SPSS can help us in determining the size of our sample. Means factor analysis or anything can help us in determining the size of sample, or means we have to take the help of other methods as far as determining of.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yesterday also one person has asked this question, sir. Okay, so now that is not part of our discussion today, or even in the entire 9 days we may not take up, because
Okay.
that last time when we have conducted 5 days also, there I dedicated 1 day for sample size determination, where I have used the Morgan, where I have used the okay, so normal distribution, what we have to do. Then by using Daniel Sober, then raw software, then I used all the techniques. There are many techniques.
They are associated with, are they associated with SPSS, or they are different from SPSS? Means are they part of this SPSS, or they are the different softwares?
No. Here itself we can do, sir. Here itself we can do. But okay, when it is normally distributed, we will go for a calculation of standard deviation, and by using that formula, okay, so sigma z square into sigma square divided by e square we have to use that. Okay. So we will not use these SPSS to determine the sample size, sir. So
Why I'm saying this, because in many of these studies, I was earlier with one of the universities, so where whenever the presentation, PhD presentations used to be done, so sample size used to come. So sufficiency of sample size was used to be questioned whether this sample size was sufficient or not. So I don't know whether Cronbach alpha or what some tests were used to determine the sufficiency of the size of the sample.
Sir, I will tell, sir. I will tell. See, you are a little confused, sir. Point is, sample size determination is a different one, sir. Sample size, okay. So there are many methods to determine the sample size. Okay, one. Then second one, see, for example, when we perform factor analysis, we will say there is a KMO, right? So that KMO,
Bartlett test, yes.
KMO, so Kaiser, Meiser, Aglan, okay. So that value will tell whether your data is sufficient to perform the factor analysis, right?
Right.
That is not the question of sample size. That is not the question of sample size. Some people will confuse that.
Yes, sir.
Whether the data is sufficient in the sense, see, factor analysis we will perform, okay, only when there is a relation, when the items are related.
Yes,
whether the items are significantly related or not, that is what reported by KMO, sir. Some people are literally confused, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
is not in the books everywhere they will tell whether the data is sufficient. It is not the sample size sufficient, sir, right? Whether the correlation is sufficient, that is the meaning, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. So, but why people got confused is when they have lesser sample size, when
Yes,
they
sir.
perform KMO, right, they will not get KMO. They will not get KMO, they will have a problem. Then they will say your sample size is not sufficient. Okay, so
Okay.
that is why people they have come to that conclusion. It
Okay.
is
Okay.
wrong, sir. It is wrong. MSA, so maximum sample adequacy, MSA, if you look at the Hare and Anderson book, so he will say when it is adequate, when this one, that is adequacy for correlation, not for the sample size.
Sample size. Okay. So, sir,
Okay,
in
we
this
will
session,
we will take up the factor analysis.
yes, sir.
Okay, so in some day we will take up, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. So, in these 10 days, we are not going to learn about the determination of sample size.
That
from the
I don't think we will find time, sir.
Right. So, in some other session next time.
Yeah, yes,
okay.
yes, sir. Yes. Okay,
Right,
because,
sir. Thank you so much, sir.
okay, here mainly sir is particular to use SPSS, sir.
Right, right, sir, right,
Sample
sir.
size determination, all other things we will use Excel, and we will use Soft, we will use Daniel Sefer, we will use Morgan. Okay, so all these things. Okay, so I will not be going for it, sir. So this entire 10 days we will be concentrating on SPSS, sir.
Right, right. So, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. We
Thank
are
you.
very grateful, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so many participants are interested to share their views. I will permit on 2 to 3 persons. Please. Please raise your hand. If anybody want to share your views, raise your hand. Yes, sir. Chandra Kumar, sir, please.
You are-
Hello.
Yes,
you
sir.
please tell you are from which place, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm Chandrakumar from Bengaluru, sir.
Yes, sir.
So those examples are really good, sir.
You wait for some more examples, sir.
So that everyone can understand and remember for a long time. So thank you very much for that, sir.
Thank you.
That is what I wanted to share. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Next, Almar Business School.
I think Satish Kumar, sir. Huh?
Yes, sir. Almar Business School. Sir, one candidate is also attending from Sri Lanka, sir. Is requested.
Yes, sir.
Attending is continuous.
That
Yes,
you
sir.
asked that Sri Lankan.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir. This is Senthil Ganathan from Hallmark, sir.
Sendil Dana, very good, sir.
Sir, really, the sessions are very nice, sir. I've been attending almost 3 sessions. And one of the participants said about the examples. Really, these examples will never be forgotten by anybody, right? And I think the Nandini madam is also very much struggling to answer your questions.
Then I will take Sendil, sir. I think I have to take you, sir.
Right, sir, right, sir. Definitely I'll be there to respond to you. Right, sir. Right, sir. Thank you, sir. That's what I just want to share. And thank you,
Nandini
Mr.
madam has
Sivakumar,
become
also for
expert.
organizing.
Sinchana ma'am.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Sir, and Kalilinga, sir. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Sir, you are a gifted resource person, sir. We are very fortunate to have you seen all the matters in all the angles. You are marvelous, amazing, outstanding, classical. We don't feel.
All adjectives, sir.
Sir, actually, the FDP is for 1.5 hours, but here sir is handling for more than 2 hours. This is a very sir is devote their time for to share their knowledge.
Okay, sir. Sir, Sivakumar, sir. Tomorrow also we will have it by 4 to 6, sir.
Okay, candidates, there is a one more instruction. Tomorrow the session will start at 4 o'clock. Please note it. Tomorrow is Sunday, but however, you should attend at 4 o'clock, 4 to 6. I will also post in the WhatsApp. This is important information. Please note it. Sir, still 5% is waiting, sir. Sinchana ma'am, please. Last 2 minutes. Sinchana ma'am.
Sir, myself only, I said, though we are in offline class, we don't feel there is a distance, sir. We feel very intimacy, very closeness.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
organizers, and thank you,
Right.
Kasalingam, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Nandini ma'am,
Yes, sir.
many persons are waiting. However, already times more. Please conclude it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow also we will give opportunity. Definitely don't
Yeah,
disappoint.
yes. Every day we will take up one, sir. Some questions.
okay.
This one.
Okay. Nandini ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I thank our resource person, Dr. Kasilingam, sir, for his wonderful explanation with a very good example in order to make us to understand more and better. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
And also I thank our research coordinator Shiv Kumar sir and our principal Professor Jairam sir and also Shashantipuram Educational Trust for providing us such an opportunity. And last but not least, I also like to thank all dear participants who joined for today's session. I also look forward your active participation for another 6 days. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.